A Juliana Rosa mostrou mais cedo aqui no jornal que o governo revisou o PIB desse ano para baixo e houve uma queda de expectativa para o ano que vem também. Por essas e outras notícias, não há previsão para a recuperação do grau de investimento pelo Brasil. A afirmação é da analista sênior da Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's é responsável pela classificação de risco do Brasil. Essa moça chama-se Schineller. Ela é a Standard & Poor's é a principal agência de classificação de risco do mundo. Só lembrando, ela retirou o selo de bom pagador do Brasil em setembro de 2015, voltou a baixar a nota em fevereiro desse ano para BB com perspectiva negativa. Schineller deu essa entrevista exclusiva à nossa comentarista de economia da GloboNews, Herédia.
Quanto tempo pode levar para a gente recuperar o grau de investimento?
There's no time frame which we would put on, the table that for Brazil to regain. Some countries who've lost investment grade have not yet regained investment grade. In contrast, other countries in the region, Colombia, Uruguay, after having lost investment grade, took about 10 years to regain. So the key challenge, I would say, for the rating is turning around the fiscal trajectory and turning around the growth trajectory.
Tem duas leituras sobre a Lava-Jato. Uma que ela fortalece, que ela demonstra um fortalecimento institucional no Brasil, e outra que ela gera um risco de governabilidade. Qual é o equilíbrio entre esses dois papéis?
The rating has incorporated both of them. I think that's the thing to highlight. The rating has moved down because of the side effects of the investigations that have impeded, a stronger fiscal adjustment by, so far, this government as well as the prior government. It's impeded private sector expectations and create more of a wait and see and uncertainty. And then, of course, besides the companies themselves that were under investigation having to pull back investment. So those are the negative channels that have definitely hit the economy, the fiscal story, and that resulted in downgrades. On the positive side, I indicated kind of the strength of Brazil's institutions. If you looked at Brazil's debt numbers, it's the growth story, below that of peers, the rating would be even lower if it wasn't offset in part by the strength of institutions that we see as providing some checks. And so we've reflected, we incorporate that in the rating. And so it's balancing the fact that policy execution has really been impaired, but at the same time, the checks are following through, including on the investigation front.
O Brasil não tem mais espaço para erro.
From the rating perspective, we have a negative outlook on the rating that reflects the fact that we still see some uncertainty on the political dynamics. To stabilize the rating, we would be looking for more consistent signals moving forward on the growth story, on the fiscal story, such as the PEC and other measures to potentially follow. The message is that we expect a very slow recuperation. So given the depth of the crisis, given that you can't have the government, and we don't expect the government to lead the recuperation, we don't expect the consumer to lead the recuperation, given the level of indebtedness. It rests on private investment. And how do you get private investment? That's really where expectations come into play and policy signaling from the government. And then putting in place kind of, advancing on the concession privatization program. That takes time.